January 12th, 2014, 3:05 p.m. Last day of the Christmas holiday, last day at home, last day with Sarah. Last day before uni, last day before MMU, last day before crew. Going from my house, Wheeler Lodge, Welford Road, Husband Bosworth, Lutterworth, Leicestershire, LE17 6JL, to Sarah's. 11A Ashmore, Longbuckby, Northants, NN6 7RT. It's a journey which should take 27 minutes. You go down my drive to the end, and you get to the Welford Road, the A5199, you turn left. You turn about 3/4 of a mile and then you're in the nearest village, Welford. On your right hand side there is the Wharf Pub. You go over the bridge, round the corner, you're going up into the village now. There's all these parked cars on your right hand side which always cause chaos. You go past the post office on your left hand side. When you go past the Elizabethan pub, the Lizzie, don't go in. It hasn't changed since 1973, it's like life on Mars. You now go past the garage on your right hand side and you're going out the village. It's a road which you really should do 30 miles an hour on, but you do not. You go around this corner, this is where someone once went to overtake round it and drove straight into the front of a tractor. We're listening to my Smiths and Morrissey playlist. We always listen to it. The song I Have Forgiven Jesus comes on. It's a song from the 2004 You Are the Quarry album. When me and Sarah went to see Morrissey 25 live, not really. We went to see it at the Errol Flynn Cinema Room, apparently. But when he sang it, he did this flamboyant arm movement as he listed how the days of the week had killed him. I say to Sarah, you know, this is the best song to do an impression of Morrissey to. You go past the Christmas tree farm on your left hand side, when you go over the A14, it's the road between Felixstowe and the Midlands. We're going past the old landfill site on our left hand side now, and maybe this inspires what I do next. I ask Sarah to change the song. I ask her to change it to The Beatles' Junk. It's a weird little Paul McCartney song from 1968. Motor cars, handlebars, sleeping bags for two, broken-hearted Jubilee, parachutes, army boots, sleeping bag for you, sentimental jamboree. It's about 3/4 of a mile and then you get to the Cold Ashby crossroad. It's actually a really dangerous little junction. It's in a hollow. What we should do now is we should go right. We go through Cold Ashby, we go past Gilsborough, we go past Coton Manor, we go past Ravenshook Reservoir, we go around the West Haddon bypass anti-clockwise, down the 4199 and eventually to Sarah's and Longbuckby. It takes us past a place where Sarah took me back. 7th of July. It always makes me smile when we go past it, even though literally just at the road there's this junction and someone drove into the back of me in April. I slowed down to go right, but Sarah suggested we go the other way through Coton, and I thought that was brilliant. It's a great drive and I'll spend longer with her.
Sarah screams. Sarah screams louder than I've ever heard anyone scream before. I slam my brakes on, but I realise I'm not going to stop in time. I'm going to plough straight into the back of. I move over to the empty lane. I think that they surely must see me in their mirrors. I'll just go flying past, but everything will be okay. They don't see me. They're turning. They're turning into my path. They keep turning. They forced me up onto the grass verge. I'm now trapped between their car and the telegraph pole coming upon my right. For a second I think if I hit the telegraph pole, the impact will be on my side. Sarah will be okay. I skid. It's too late. I now have no choice other than to hit their car. We hit. My left front to their front right. We end up in a ditch. I shout, Sarah, are you alright? Are you alright? She replies, I'm okay. I get out and I run. I run to the other car. I open the door and I will never forget the look they give me. I open the door to make sure they're alright, and these assholes look at me like they're all fine. The driver had a cut on his head from where the airbag pushed his glasses into his forehead, but he said he was utterly fine. By this time I got out of the other car. Sarah had climbed out through the one operational door and was being comforted by one of the two women from the other car. Maybe they're not assholes. I ring Dad. I say everything's okay, everyone's fine, but I've had a crash just after the Corridashby crossroads. Come quickly. Sarah realises her leg's hurting. She sits down on the driver's seat. My dad arrives. He's remarkably okay about it. I mean, he teases me about it now and again, but what do you expect? Next person to arrive was the paramedic, closely followed by Sarah's mum and dad. On the advice of the other driver, she checks Sarah first. Now, Sarah does this impression of a paramedic, which I hasten to add is nothing like what she sounded like. The paramedic says, I'm just checking for no deformity. The paramedic says it's fine, just badly bruised. It's not fine, it still hurts her now. She had to do 2 auditions on crutches. One of them here. She still got it. The police arrive now. The driver of the other car talks to him and then is forced to go off in an ambulance as a precaution because of his head. My dad finds out via the police that they were lost. Their sat-nav told them to make a U-turn, so they decided to do just after a corner, in a clear way, and without indicating. The police apparently say it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Not to me, though. They don't even speak to me once. They ask Sarah's dad for her details. They believe Sarah was driving, because she happened to be sat on the driver's seat when they arrived. A few weeks later, Sarah will get a horrible letter from the other party's insurers, blaming her for everything under the sun when she has done nothing. Turns out they were assholes. So the police leave. My dad heads home to arrange getting the car out of the ditch, and Sarah and I complete the journey through Guilsborough, past Coates Manor and by Ravensthorpe Reservoir, in the back of Sarah's mum's car.
I've done everything to make this as accurate as I possibly can. In the time limit, I've done everything I can to remember the details as carefully as possible. I'm even wearing the same clothes I was on the day. This is my car. It's called Brum. My little brother named it and it kind of stuck. On the 12th of July 2014, my car was in for its MOT. I wasn't in my car, I was in my dad's car. If I'd been in my car, I would have died. If I'd been in my car, the person I loved would have died. If I'd been in my car, I could not be in this space with it today. That's fucking weird. Podcast and the bicycles for
broken heart.